What's up, y'all? I'm gonna show you how I make my tortillas. There's a couple different ways I make my tortillas, but this is one of the ways. First, you're gonna need like 6 cups of flour. You're gonna need a tablespoon of some baking soda and 2 tablespoons of salt. Then you add a half a cup of vegetable shortening, lard, Crisco, whatever you got. Then you're gonna mix everything together, get it fully incorporated. Make sure there's no big old clumps of lard. Make sure it's kind of like moon sand, kinetic sand, whatever the hell. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. Once it's fully incorporated, you're gonna need about 2.5 cups of water, of warm water. I don't really measure my water. I just get a big cup and just pour as I go because I know how the tortilla consistency need to be. But that's about how much cups of water you'll need. Now you don't have to, and I really don't suggest pouring all the water at once. Just slowly incorporate it and mix it. Just keep mixing and kneading for about 15 minutes. It's going to get a little sticky once it starts getting not sticky, nothing sticking to the bowl. Your dough is almost done. Once it's not sticking to the bowl, I usually just take it out and just start kneading it on the counter until it's done. I had to take my daughter off me because try doing this shit while she's on me is just too much. It was hot. When you know your dough is done is whenever you press on it firmly and it springs back. I didn't really show it springing back, but it was done. After you're done kneading, I didn't show it, but you just let the dough sit in a bowl covered up with whatever and let it sit and rest for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you can turn it into balls and let it rest for another 10-15. It's completely up to you, or you can just start rolling. Once you start rolling, have you some flour set to the side, put it on the counter, put it on the rolling pin, put some flour on the tortilla. Now your tortillas don't have to be perfectly round. For me, it took years to even try and make a round tortilla. As long as it's edible, that's all that fucking matters. But to try and get it round, you want to turn it a little bit every time you roll it out, just to try and keep that round shape. Sometimes, even though I do that, it doesn't always work out. I don't know what the fuck happens. Now, once you move your tortilla to the pan, you're going to want to flip it every like 10 seconds or so. That way it doesn't burn. You want to flip it a few times and then you should be good. If you don't have like anything to place your tortilla in, you could just get some foil, fold it in half, and then boom, you just start throwing your tortillas in there. I will make another video on how I make the tortillas with butter instead of vegetable shortening or Crisco. That way, because there's multiple ways you can make it, so there's not just one way, one correct way or nothing. There's multiple ways. Try what you like. Till next time, motherfuckers.